everybody. I hope everyone is doing wonderfully out there today. Just waiting to see if I get my notification here. Yay, it came through. Good. Well, welcome to Starry-Eyed Tarot, everybody. I am your tarot reader for the evening. I can answer any question that you have, with the exception of legal and medical. I am also a psychic medium. I can contact those who have passed it on. I cannot contact everybody, but I will absolutely try for you, and hopefully it works. Most of the time I can get through to most people, but it can be tricky sometimes, the way it works. I also do obviously career readings. I can read animal energies. I also do past life readings, in addition to I also do soulmate readings. I've got I have my list of my menu options. It's going to be revamped in the new year, and they will all be in the menu. It's going to be new year, new Starry-Eyed Tarot. Gonna have some adjustments, just more options for your reading pleasure, and I have a lot of service offer that I don't always mention all the time, and I should really just put them straight up into my menu. But welcome everybody. And we just received our first donation. Thank you so much, Toya, for your donation, girl. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and add Latoya. All right. Great, thank you so much, Latoya. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I'm doing well. Except I did food on my pants, black pants, of course. Oh man, and I really like these. But other than that, I'm doing great. Shamika, hello. How are you doing, love? Good to see you. Happy Monday, y'all. Monday. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good, Shamika. I am having a good day. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the designer Alaya, but I love Alaya, and I went to his museum today, and it was so cool. I got to see his office like as he left it before he passed, and yeah, if y'all haven't heard of Alaya, definitely check out his designs. Absolutely amazing dressmaker. If only I could own one. It's funny, actually, speaking of designer stuff, I was at the flea market yesterday and I found a pair of Miu Miu sunglasses that I own. And they were the same color and everything. I was like, oh wow. And so I just looked at them to see how much they were charging, because I know I got them brand new, and I got them eBay. I got them, I think, for like well under $100. And these were brand new designer shades. I think they were like 70 or something. I got them years and years ago. Anyway, they were being sold used at the flea market for 150 euros. I was like, I think it was like 250 euros. I'm like, oh wow. That's I used to buy and resell vintage and couture clothing online, and I kind of want to get back to it. I really enjoy doing that. And it's been rainy and cold. I don't know how the weather It's that time of the season. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Miss Latoya, are you there, hon? Where did Latoya? Latoya, are you there? Or maybe she's typing out a question. Latoya. Please come to the chat, love. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know where Latoya went. Maybe she's at, I know it's afternoon time, so maybe she's at work right now. Or maybe she is typing her question. So we are just waiting on Latoya. Hi, hello, welcome Divine Empathic Tarot Fellow, Tarot Reader, love that. Good afternoon, how many do you have ahead if I donate? Well, nobody right now, well, I just started and we did get a donation, but I haven't seen her in a good 5 minutes or so. So if you made a donation now, you would likely be next, unless Latoya comes back, which I'm sure she will eventually, but she may have gotten a call or something. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. And welcome. I'll have to. I always like it when other tarot channels come visit. Oh dear, is my tea cold already? Oh, so it is. Let's heat this up. you doing, love? It's been a long time. Good to see you. You popped into my head like, I want to say 3 weeks ago or so. I forget. Probably because I hadn't seen you in a while. How are you doing, love? Oh, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, I know it's kind of interesting with when I my iPad, which I'm doing right now. I use it when I travel. Has the vertical presentation, and we just received a donation. Thank you so much, Divine Empathic Tarot Love. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So since Latoya is not here, we are going to read for Miss Divine Empathic Tarot. Thank you so much. Forgot if I rang the bell. Oops. All right. You're a good girl. I was in the hospital then, so you were tapped in. I was and turned on. Oh my goodness. Is everything okay, love? Are you feeling better? I hope everything went wonderfully. Yeah, that must have been it. It was about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, if you were in the hospital then, because it was like you just popped into my mind. Sorry, y'all. I just need to grab my tea. Ooh, nice and okay. All right. This Divine Empathic Tarot. Question. My daughter's father is a Pisces. His name is Nick. My name is Lisa. I am a Gemini Taurus cusp. He is with a third party and hoped he would have dumped her by now. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry, Lisa. Okay, I have a lot of chronic stuff, so all is well. Okay, good. Yeah, just maintaining. I'm sorry you deal with a lot of with chronic things too. I definitely know that. Do you see them breaking up and us getting back together or anything you pick up on this? Yes, absolutely. Let me check. No problem, Latoya. We had to move on, but you will be next. So please stick around. Thank you. Okay, so 1 sec. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Actually, could I get the name of the third party? Because I need to know. And do you know her sign by any chance? Because I want to ask it directly. Like, will Nick and so break up, or what is the future with Nick and her? Mandy, okay. Thank you. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Nick and Mandy stay together. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the future of Nick and Mandy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? And how long has he been seeing her? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Nick and Mandy's future look like? I can send more answers. Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of two questions there, especially with with just 5 cards. So if you if you want, 'cause I was just thinking. I mean, we'll see what comes up if something between you and him comes up in this spread. But I wanted to see it directly at first. What's gonna happen with them? Yes, if you wanted to add to this, absolutely, love. I would be more than happy to ask the second part. We have King of Pentacles reversed. 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Empress, an Ace of Wands reversed. On and off for 3 years. We were together 5 years and have a daughter together. Oy vey. Okay. So, and thank you for giving me that information. So now things are, I hate to say it, but they're doing all right. They're doing okay. I don't want to say that they're totally in love and happy. It's like, how do I put this? It feels like a very shallow connection, Lisa. Feels very, very shallow, the energy that I feel between the two of them. I can't deny it. He is very much enamored by her, with this Empress card and the energies that I'm picking up. But it feels like it's shallow. Like this Ace of Wands reversed is telling me that it was. She knows he comes here and doesn't. Yeah. Well, he's the father of your child. She should appreciate a man showing up for his kids. Yeah, there's a really weak foundation with this connection, and I just don't see it. I certainly don't see it lasting. In terms of time, I certainly don't see it lasting. But it could last a little bit longer, like maybe up to 6 months to a year, because while the basis of the connection is there's no stability. There wasn't a very strong foundation for this connection. And thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you. There just wasn't a strong foundation for this connection. But it's working right now for them. But it won't in the long run. And I feel like this is definitely a father card for sure, this King of Pentacles, but it also is indicative of what I was saying earlier. It's just, I don't feel like there's a lot of depth to this connection. I feel like it's fun. I think they're having fun. I think it's very shallow is the word I keep on getting. And my left ear just started burning for whatever reason, but it's very shallow. But I want to touch upon this 2 of Wands. You're very much still on his mind, and I you probably already know that. I mean, but it beyond, or maybe you don't, but beyond, co-parenting, beyond the fact that you're the mother of his child, he still keeps you in romantic consideration. With this 2 of Wands, he is divided. I think that she would like to possibly plan something like more serious between the 2 of them, and I just feel like he's very much the King of Pentacles reversed in this situation. He's not entirely in it the way that one should be. So do I see it? I do see them breaking up. I absolutely do see them breaking up. I don't know the exact time frame. Like I said, I will say I don't see this lasting more than a year. But it could end shorter. It could end sooner than that. But I certainly don't see this as don't see this sustaining itself. I see things. I do see things falling apart, and it has a big, when things are kind of, when things are built on without a solid foundation, when things are essentially like built upon sand, they come crumbling, and that's definitely the energy I'm feeling there. Okay, loves. And so you wanted to know if the two of you will get back together. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? So he's a Pisces, and you are a Gemini, you said? Yes, he is a Pisces. Okay. All right. Angels, messengers, and spirits. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Lisa and Nick get back together? Page of Swords, Six of Cups reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest, and you read tarot too, so I'm sure you're getting into these cards as well. But what I'm also getting intuitively is I feel that he, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I feel that he has a low threshold for committed relationships, for really being there for someone, because the energy I was getting with him and Mandy was felt like teenager energy, like teenagers that have started dating, like it's all fun and games, but like they haven't encountered any obstacles that they've really needed to work together with. I feel like there hasn't been, and there will be, in every connection there's ups and downs, highs and lows. There will be an obstacle at some point, and I feel like that's going to end things with them. However, when it comes to him and you, I feel like he, and it pains me to say this, but I feel like we've been doing, and he did cheat on her with me, but I never asked about her, so that's my fault. I'm still not sure if he can stay sober, so I get worried. But I never asked about her. That I wouldn't say, and thank you for your donation, the Love 43. I wouldn't say that anything is your fault here, at all. He shouldn't have stepped out. Period. You deserve. Everybody deserves, but you deserve better than that. He's the father of your child, and you weren't doing the same to him. And he's got addiction issues. Okay, yeah. Spirit is telling me, and it pains me to say this, but I can't withhold it, but Spirit is saying that he is not the one. He's not, and he's like, your guides are not, I don't know if you've ever gotten this message before, but your guides are really not a fan of his. They do not give their blessing. They sincerely really disdain the way he treated you. And they're saying that he's not going to change. The Six of Cups reversed, because my guys told me to run, but it was my choice. I've been there, girl. I've been there. I've been there. Yeah, yeah. The Six of Cups reverse, not only does the Six of Cups reverse, that this card is really screaming out to me, and I'm hearing it from your guys too. They're saying he's not going to change. He's always been this way, and he has no intentions of changing. And the Seven of Cups reversed, I don't feel like he certainly does not respect women the way he should. And when I say women, what I really mean is he doesn't respect you. I don't think he respects Mandy, quite frankly. But we're not talking about Mandy. We're talking about you. This is about you, and you are the mother of his child. Is hoping for a daughter. That's really the bind here is he's the father of your daughter. But I don't see him. I don't see him seeing himself as having a problem. I don't know, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not here to diagnose anyone, but I don't know if he's got narcissistic tendencies or what, but I feel like he feels as though his behavior is not problematic when it very much is. I feel like, oh, thank you so much, Lorraine. Yeah, you're in the queue. Thank you so much. You will be next. I want to get some clarification here too. You know, I know what these cards mean. I just want extra clarification, you know. Yeah, the man is all over the place. Not only does it sound like he has some mental challenges that he needs to work on, but he's also an addict. I'm a former addict, and I've dated addicts. I've been long term with addicts, and it's very, you can't change people, and it's almost as though, well, he already has, I wouldn't say a mistress, but he stepped out on you. But even if Mandy wasn't in the picture, whatever he's addicted to is also the mistress. He's an alcoholic, and I've been in Al-Anon support group for 5 years because of his addiction. Yeah, and then it goes on to you. The energy departs. Well, it's still within him, but it clings to you. On her, I left him. He said, on her, I left him. Yeah, that he's really, really not the one. He cheated with me on her. That's awful. I'm so sorry, Lisa. That's terrible. Y'all have a kid together, and that's the thing. Is like he's not. At least, I've heard stories like this many a time. But at least sometimes the man or the woman, in any case, will recognize that there is a flaw, that there's an issue that they need to work on. He doesn't recognize that. He's not cognizant of that. He's got his head in the clouds in his Page of Swords, and he really just doesn't think it's a problem. For sure, then I guess showed me. Then I asked. Yeah. Yeah, they are official. And I definitely got that vibe, but like I said, the word that your guides and my guides kept on repeating was just shallow. Very shallow. No strong foundation here. So it's not entirely, I bet, yeah. And I hate to say this because it's like it's not entirely impossible that you guys wouldn't get back together. It is a possibility is what your guides are saying to me, but it would be a huge, all of the problems that you experienced with him in the past wouldn't change at all. The Six of Cups reverse, Eight of Wands reverse. Until he realizes that he's really got an issue, got a problem, until he tackles his demons, until he tackles, his cheating demons and his alcohol demons, he's just not the one. So your guides are like, even if he does come back, like if he does try to, like, it would really be in your best interest to just let it be, let him co-parent. But I would strongly recommend doing a cord, if you haven't already, doing a cord cutting ritual, because that was the first vibe I got immediately, was that he just doesn't treat women respectfully. I don't think he ever has, and I think that the other narcissistic trait I'm picking up is that I think that he's deceptive. Initially, he can be very deceptive and just switch, and that's not something anyone needs in their life. Yeah, it's not emotionally or physically, so he gets the help he needs. He had 11 years and now still has some issues. Ugh, and he went backwards. Yeah. It's really not love. It's pain. I mean, yeah, and it's painful at the same time because there's still that connection, but you're also wise, and you're in touch with your guides and your spirit guides, angels. You're in touch with the divine. You were so happy. It's sad. Yeah, it is really sad, and I feel like that's what I was kind of touching upon. Is I feel like he did a switch on you. Obviously, there were good times if you guys were together for 5 years and had a child together, and then he did, like, his true colors just showed up. Um, I'm really sorry, Lisa, but yeah, you're very wise, and definitely listen to your spirit guides. And I know you said you made that choice. I've done the same. I know what you mean there. But yeah, as it's easier said than done to just tell someone he relapsed after your daughter. Oh dear, yeah, no, that's no good. That's no good at all. Um, yeah, it's definitely in your best interests to not be with him. He would just end up hurting you again, which isn't fair. This isn't fair. Um, I'm really sorry, Lisa. But I hope I brought you clarity, love, um, to this situation. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yes, love and light to you, sweetheart. Love and light to you. I really appreciate you. And you're a very strong woman. I can already sense that. Um, very strong and wise. You will definitely. This will only make you stronger, as I'm sure you're aware too. And we also received 2 donations. Thank you very much from the Love 43, and thank you very much from Felicia. Thank you. Latoya Bryant, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I think there was someone who asked me out to a soccer game. I'd push myself to go. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe explore other options. I definitely feel like there's another. Well, I know there's another gentleman out there for you. And when you feel ready, go for it. But I think that sounds promising, or that sounds, just getting out there and just getting to know other people. I think that would be very good, because you're definitely ready for love. It's not like you're wound. There's some people, I gotta say, like, I'll have clients and I'll have to tell them, I'm sorry, but you've got to do some healing before you get back into the dating world. You are very much ready for love, very much, and that was a very strong message I was getting from your guides. If you want to explore other options, now is definitely a good time for sure. Latoya, please come to the chat. Thank you very much. Hello, Latoya is here. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. For sure worked on myself in Al-Anon for 5 years and started on meeting internationally to help others. Oh, legit. So they know there is hope to heal after something like that. Absolutely. Yeah, no, you're in a good place. You're in a good place with that support. Absolutely. Absolutely. What my spirit wants me to know about Alton, the Libra, and I'm a guy. Okay. What does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what does Latoya need to know about Alton? Nine of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, Three of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and Six of Wands reversed. Okay. So this is not looking good at all. Could you, I know I read for you quite frequently, Latoya, but I'm blanking on how, are you guys are dating right now, or is he an ex of yours? You probably just have to say like one word and it'll all come back to me, but are you guys, what's the situation between the two of you? That'll help clarify what I'm seeing here. You guys are dating, okay, and how long have you guys been dating for? This is all very, very suspicious energy here. I'm going to be very honest. Let's start with this Nine of Pentacles reversed. I feel as though he is very, for 2 months, okay. And are you guys officially boyfriend and girlfriend? Because there's definitely an energy of commitment phobia, fear of relinquishing his independence as a single guy, but also a bit guarded as well. What do you mean you're supposed to be? Like he asked you to be his girlfriend, but do you feel like you feel as though he's not treating you like he should as a boyfriend? Because now I'm looking at this Eight of Wands reversed, and he is not a communicator. If you feel that the communication is good between the two of you, I am a little nervous, because Eight of Wands reversed is definitely indicative of understandings, confusion in communications. Could also be indicative of lies too, saying things that he wants to hear, having problems with his money. Okay, I see that. I do see that. This King of Pentacles reversed. I definitely see him having issues with his pentacles, and I'm concerned about this Three of Cups reversed. If This is giving me sneaky link kind of energy. Like, I don't. Hey, Rochelle. I was gonna say, yeah, no. Readings have been. Well, I only just got started a little while ago. But hi, Rochelle. Good to see you. This Three of Cups reversed is usually indicative of a short-lived romance or a possible third party coming between you. I don't think that he's actually with this third party, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's talking to another woman. I do think he has a wandering eye, and I think he has a low threshold for romance and love and connections, romantic connections. I don't think that spirit will, because we asked spirit what you needed to know about him, and they're not a fan. They are not a fan. He's cheating. Are you asking, or are you telling me that he's cheating? I think I feel the energy that I'm picking up is that he is talking to other women. I don't think he has been physical with other women while you two have been dating, but I just don't think that he is taking this connection nearly as seriously as he should. I know you guys have only been dating for 2 months, but that's like really the time when you should be examining your best self and being the best person you could like really be for, well, you should always be the best person you should be for your partner, but really showing and demonstrating like what a man he is. And I don't feel like he's doing that right now. Well, spirit certainly doesn't feel like he's doing that right now. And with the Six of Wands reversed right here at the end, I do get the sense that, well, intuitively, how do you feel about him and you? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Does it feel, or does it feel like there's something that he's not telling you? Oh, you're asking me. Yeah, I don't think he's actually slept with another woman while the two of you have been dating. No, but I do think he is talking to at least one other woman. I don't think he had. I think he's still in the mindset of I'm a free man. I'm unbound, I'm untethered, I'm not bound to anyone, when in actuality he is. Yeah, you guys aren't married, but y'all are dating, y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend, you have a label, you have a status, you are building or trying to build something together. I feel like I don't know how much longer this connection's gonna last, to be honest. The Six of Wands reversed. Six of Wands reversed is something coming to a close, failure, defeat, lack of attaining or sustaining something. The money issues are very much real. They are here. But I feel like the bigger issue is within him, love. I feel like the much bigger problem is that he is not, so he's not emotionally mature. He's not an emotionally mature guy. He's not a bad man. Was good until his money was messed up. When did his money start getting messed up? It was good until last weekend. Interesting. Because I do see it very much being a factor, but I'm not seeing it as being the main factor here. Like Spirit is telling me like that is one factor, that is definitely one thing to consider here, absolutely. But the bigger issue is he really have commitment issues. And I understand when people are going through monetary issues, he wants to end the connection. I'm not so sure if he wants to necessarily end it right now. That's not the message I was getting. The message I was getting, because I specifically asked your guides about him, And the message I'm getting is more that he has a low tolerance for love. He's very hard to tie down when he is in a connection. I don't think he's had a lot of long-term connections. And while I do see the money issue, I'm not seeing or feeling that that's more the issue that your spirit guides have about him. The issue they have more about him is that he is not always completely transparent with you in his communication. He could very well be lying about certain things. Hi, Country Love Homestead, welcome. I don't think he's actually sleeping with other women, but I would not be surprised if he's talking to other women, okay? Spirit is saying that this likely won't be a long-term connection. I'm really sorry. But they're also saying that they don't want to see you in a long-term connection with him because you end up getting hurt. And I understand, going back to the money thing, like I've definitely done readings for people where someone, especially a gentleman, goes through money issues, and then that's when things start going south in the connection. But that's not the energy I'm getting so much here. I feel like it's more an issue of not being emotionally mature. This Three of Cups reversed scares me. I just I don't want you to get hurt here, and that's what the Spirit is saying too. So my best advice would be to really hone in, listen to your intuition, observe. Don't be paranoid, of course, but just observe and you know, if the things he says sound too good to be true, like they probably are. And yeah, the money factor, it is there. It's just not as prominent as the other issues that Spirit is highlighting here. So yeah, my best advice for you, love, would be you feel the energy changing, yeah, and it happened so quickly over just a matter of 2 months, and you guys should be in the honeymoon phase, you know, just getting to know one another. Oh dear, there is a fly. I don't know if you'll see it. One sec. That's a mosquito. Oh, damn it. Pardon me. There's a mosquito in here. Yeah, and you guys are only 2 months into it. Maybe you're just not at that, he doesn't feel comfortable now that, you know, the financial problems have come because you haven't been together for too long. You don't know each other super duper well. You're in that stage of getting to know one another, but I feel like it's more he's afraid of he's having a difficult time. I don't know how old he is, but he has a difficult time imagining himself with one as a one woman man. And that, so I would just keep my eyes peeled for that. Any if you feel like, you know, there's something that feels off like that, definitely just bear it in mind, okay, love? But thank you so much, Latoya. I really appreciate you, and I wish you all the best, of course. I wish your guides, they really they're not the hugest fan, but they just want to keep you protected and contented. And feel free, please let me know how things go, how things develop here, okay, Latoya? I'm very interested. All right, the Love 43, thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question in the chat. You're very welcome, Latoya. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. The Love 43. The Love 43, the Love 43, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you. There is the Love 43. What message does Source have for me? Okay. The Love 43, I need your name and your astrological sign, please. What is your name? Bradley, I'm sorry. I might have referred to you. No, I apologize if I did that. I'm sorry, sweetheart. All right, Bradley. So you are a Libra. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Bradley with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Thank you. Okay. Justice, Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and King of Wands reversed. Justice, you're Libra, that's your card. Justice is the Libra card. All right, Justice, Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and King of Wands reversed. Okay. All right, this energy is pretty good. I see you with both this King of Cups and this Justice card. You strike me as a very balanced person. You're very balanced, heart and mind. Even if something has troubled you, or if something recently befell you, like happened to you that was painful, you still maintain a lot of strength and a lot of resilience, and maintain a lot of balance there. I also see this too with the Page of Pentacles. You're very you've got a lot of emotional stability, However, there is a message from Spirit with this King of Wands reversed, saying that might be something that you are not aware, or that you don't acknowledge, or possibly don't give yourself enough credit where credit is due. That you handle things very, very, very gracefully, very, very gracefully. But sometimes you feel like kind of like a sense of imposter syndrome, Like people might tell you the same thing, like or say someone says something nice to you about who you are, or an attribute about you that is positive attribute. I think sometimes you may not take it to heart, or you may not agree with it. So there's definitely a message here about having more faith and stability within yourself. And they're saying that there's something that you're holding on to right now with this Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is also indicative of feelings of insecurity, feelings of, and the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something that you probably shouldn't hold on to anymore, something that is not serving you anymore, likely something from the past that's no longer a part of your future. Yes, there's definitely a message here of needing to let go of something. I'm getting the sense that you went through something, that you've been through something pretty intense. Yeah, you started a new job. Okay. I was gonna say like something like major, pretty major and intensely major has come about in your life. Well, this is wonderful now that you tell me that, especially with this Page of Pentacles. Spirit is saying you've got this, you've got it. And there's no need to, they want you to let go of possible feelings of insecurity, of lack, of not feeling like you are good enough. You are, very much so. I don't know if you've gotten any feedback yet from your superiors at your new job. I know that is a huge problem that a lot of my clients encounter, and friends of mine, and hell, even myself. A lot of jobs will not communicate whether someone's doing well, or oftentimes they'll only communicate if you're doing something poorly. So a lot of workers are just left in the dark, not knowing what they're worth, not knowing their value, not knowing. You worry too much, and is it are you not getting feedback? Well, you're also an air sign too. We have a lot of worry in us for sure. Yeah, I do get the sense that you feel like you're kind of in the dark there. But Spirit is saying like you've got this. You have got this, dude. You are well fit for your job. And even if you don't hear communication from your superiors saying like, "Hey, Bradley, like you're kicking ass at this," or you do. Oh, you do. Okay, so dude, listen to it, and that's great that you get feedback. I can't tell you how many people start new jobs and they're like, I haven't heard a damn thing from any of my superiors. But so you're getting good feedback. Okay, hold on. That's something that you should hold on to. Now that's something you should hold on. Hold on to the good feedback you're getting, man. You're like Spirit is saying that you're kicking ass at this new job. I don't know how long ago you started it, but so far so very good, and definitely a lot of potential. But you got to believe in yourself. You got to really believe in yourself, because there's a lot of potential for growth. I don't know how you feel about the job thus far, but the King of Wands is also a card of leadership. And your employers believe in you. You got to believe in yourself, because I believe that they want to, that they'll want to you pretty soon, like faster than most jobs. I feel like they already see a lot of good, like a lot of great potential in you. That you're just very well suited for this job. You're a quick learner, and you retain information very well. You're a really smart guy, and you're cut above the rest, so they say. So it's easier said than done. Hey, Matt, can I ask a tarot question about something unrelated to me? Yeah, you should be able to. What's the question, Matt? Good, Bradley. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is, you got this. In short, you got this. Um, believe in yourself. The mirrors, the people around you that tell you and confirm that you are really good at what you're doing, see yourself through those mirrors. Okay, you're getting good positive feedback, and it's warranted. It's real, and valuable, and you are valuable. And I think this is a great start, Bradley. I mean, this is really good. And I know it's, but that's what I was going to say. I know it's easier said than done to just tell someone like, hey, to that CEO shooting. What CEO shooting? It's easier said than done, Bradley, to just say, hey, don't worry, be happy, especially coming from me. You don't know me, but I deal with some anxiety myself. And that can be much easier said than done. But Spirit is really saying, like, just you got to really believe, not just in yourself, but really believe in the good things you're hearing from other people. Okay? Well, thank you so much, Bradley. I really appreciate you. I think this might have been the first reading I have done for you. I think you might be new to the channel. So I very much welcome you and thank you for your subscription. And yeah, much love and light to you. Thank you. Matt, it's related to that CEO shooting, the United Healthcare CEO shooting in New York last week. I am really not good at keeping up with current affairs, but I can ask a question. I can ask a question about that. I can't tell you how much I actually have knowledge on it, but I can answer a question regarding that. I know I also don't like answering political questions, but I don't think that, I mean, it's not like, when I say I don't like answering political questions, I mean like when there's like elections and stuff and people are like, who's gonna win? Thank you very much, Matt. Thank you. And thank you, Bradley. Thank you very much. And you are very, very welcome. Alrighty. Miss Felicia. Felicia, thank you so much for your donation. So you have a card reading, 2 cards each for cards A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. Yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar. I mean, the news I get is state news or United States news. 2 cards for each. Okay. Felicia, are you here? Felicia. Felicia, please come to the chat. Thank you. Felicia, please come to the chat. Thank you. Felicia, Felicia, it is your turn. Felicia, Felicia, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you. Felicia, Felicia, please come to the chat. Felicia, Felicia, Felicia. Please come to the chat, love. Thank you. Felicia. I knew a drag queen once called Felicia. I'm not going to say what the second part of her name was. I just remembered. Good old Felicia. Felicia, Felicia. All right, so it's been 3 minutes, so we are going to move on to Matt. Matt, thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you very much. Is the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? One second. Okay, see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? Messengers and spirit guides. Was the United Healthcare CEO shooting a PSYOP? The Devil reversed, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Wands reversed, and Ace of Pentacles reversed. against the drones over NJ lately. So what are the drones over New Jersey? So this is peculiar. Well, actually, we got mixed messages here, and I feel like I don't know if Spirit's trying to conceal something from me, because the Spirit doesn't do that. But we've got, okay, the Devil reversed, the King of Wands reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed. They've been staging UAP sightings over New Jersey the past week or so. What's UAP? Reverse do not feel salient to me. It feels crooked. Oh, okay. It doesn't feel right. However, we have Lady Justice, what they used to call, oh, now they're called UAEs or something. I'm still gonna call them UFOs. Actually, I'll probably stop, but yeah, we've got this Queen of Swords here. Justice, what is right. And the Devil reversed. But then again, we have this King of Wands reversed as well. The Devil reverse tells me there was no, apart from the shooting itself, there was no deviant behavior on the part of the government. I almost feel like this King of Wands reversed and Queen of Swords cancel each other out. And with this Ace of Pentacles reversed, I do feel like there's absolutely truths that are being concealed. But I'm not so sure if it was a psyop. But there is something there's something not quite right in the milk here. Now I don't know about the drones in New Jersey or anything. I should read my news more. But yeah, I do feel that there was something crooked that happened. But with this Queen of Swords and the Devil reverse is telling me no, that there's something else. There's something else involved. I can't imagine what it would be. Then it was an injustice, shenanigans are afoot. Yeah, no shit. For sure, shenanigans are afoot. Definitely, I feel that. Yeah, I should do some research myself more on the topic. I wasn't even aware. I think I read it once. I think it came up in my news feed and I kind of just glanced through it. Spiritual warfare stuff. Yeah, definitely. Governments are always dicey, and they don't always serve the truth. They're not always Lady Justice, as we know. Yeah, there's definitely shenanigans afoot, but I wouldn't call it a psyop, but there was something, something not right there. And I don't just mean the fact that the gentleman was killed. And you said that that's okay, interesting. And you mentioned that they caught the shooter today. What was the shooter? Did the shooter work for United Healthcare or have any connections to that? Because I'm wondering if that was the case, especially with this King of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. If it was an employee, you don't know yet. Yeah, I'm wondering if it was an employee that knew there was something going on. I almost feel like the shenanigans are more with the United Healthcare and that corporation, but the shooter left behind little signs like Monopoly money in his backpack. Huh. That's peculiar. Monopoly money in his backpack. What would that signify? Yeah, something's not right in the milk here. I'm also reticent to. I was a very conspiratorial person for many years. About 5 years. 5 years, too long. And I really had to almost deprogram myself from that. I'm not saying you're conspiratorial at all. But that was the kind of stuff that I was interested in, was always suspicious of and whatnot. And it does exist. Psyops, I do believe exist, but I think it, wastes my mental energy or it eventually wastes energy to continue getting down rabbit holes. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if I look this up tonight, am I going to go down a rabbit hole? I probably will. So maybe just trying to see how corrupt the healthcare and monetary system is in the U.S. I just pay attention to things. Most of it is crap, but there's stuff that is legit. Oh, totally, Matt. Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of it is crap, but there's some of it that is legitimately real, and it's very troubling. And yeah, I just kind of had to step back from the news in general, which I shouldn't do, but that's really more the vibe I was getting. Matt was, yeah, I think he was trying to say how corrupt the healthcare and monetary system is in the U.S. Yeah, I think it was someone who worked within that field or possibly worked there and thought, because that Queen of Swords came up, somehow they felt that we're exacting justice in some way. I'm getting very much like Joker vibes from this person, from the shooter. What a mess. Yeah. And now I need to look into this drone situation too. The good old US of A. Yeah, kind of. And with that Page of Cups too, it's like someone taking matters into their own hands. Trying to create some kind of message, convey some kind of message that would hopefully lead to some kind of solution, but clearly the man is loco. We suck in the U.S. Yeah, no, we do. It's embarrassing, and yeah, especially like talking to non-Americans. It's like, hey, I'm not aware of any of this. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I'm gonna have to now. I definitely want to look that up. Not gonna go too far down the rabbit hole, but that is definitely something quite fascinating, tragic. But yeah, oh God, yeah, and the healthcare system in the United States, good Lord, there's just no reason for it to be that way. Anyway, thank you very, very much, Matt. I appreciate you as always, and yeah, you're very welcome. I hope I brought some insights. I'm sorry I'm not super well versed on that, but definitely food for thought. Definitely food for thought there. All right, so Felicia has still not come to the chat. So we're just gonna wait for Felicia. And in the meantime, anybody can make a donation. If Felicia doesn't come to the chat, then we can go ahead and do your reading if you are interested. If anyone out there is interested. So let me update this. What was the word I used to use? I forget what it was. A good word. Hey Rochelle, how's it going, girl? Yes, we are still waiting for Felicia. She donated a while ago. Hopefully she'll be here eventually. Yeah, I think she donated about half an hour ago or so. So if you so if you wanted to make a donation, Rochelle, you would be next, and unless Felicia pops in right at this moment, whoever makes a donation, you will probably be next in line. Thank you so much for your donation, Rochelle. Thank you. Okay. All right. Were you interested in a 15 card reading, love, or did you want 3 5 card readings? 15 card, you got it, you got it. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat, love. Thank you. I haven't heard from my new boyfriend, Fuad, for 4 days. We did not fight. I have reached out to him a couple of times and I know he has a lot on his plate. What is truly going on with him? He's a Scorpio and I'm a Pisces. Oh, okay, let's see. Fuad? Am I pronouncing that right? Fuad? I know about Mercury and Mars retrograde stuff. Yeah. Fuad, okay. Do you want me to ask what's specifically going on with him, or do you want me to ask why you haven't heard from him in 4 days? Do you just want to know what's going on, or why you haven't heard from him? Okay. Yeah, because there'd be a lot of stuff, like you said, there's a lot on his plate, and overall, like, what is the truth? Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, they asked what was truly going on with him. Like, there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot on his plate. There's a lot going on in the stars right now. But the reason, I think we should find out the reason why he hasn't reached out to you for 4 days. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why has Fuad not spoken to Rochelle in 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why has Fuad not responded to Rochelle in the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad communicated with Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad responded to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why hasn't Fuad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mystery Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, why hasn't Vlad spoken to Rochelle over the past 4 days? Ace of Cups, Death, King of Swords, Judgment, Five of Swords, Pentacles, Four of Swords, Three of Swords reversed, the Sun, Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, the High Priestess reversed, the Magician, Six of Cups, and Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, all right. Good news. The good news is this has nothing to do with you. He is going through a lot. He is going through a lot. We got Death, Judgment, Four of Swords. Those are all cards of awakening, of transformation, of awakening and transformation, and taking a step back, not from you specifically. I feel like he's taking a step back from a lot of people in his life and obligations in his life at this time. And I don't know exactly what's on his plate, but I can tell you, I am, as much as I don't like the fact that y'all haven't spoken in 4 days, I do want to reassure you, and I see that too with this Ace of Swords reverse. He does have affection for you, 100%. He has affection for you. Does he have a really busy job? Because right now he wants you in his life, but he's trying to figure out how he is going to be able to balance you in. Renovating house, friend is coming, and mom and sister come. Okay, there's a lot going on, and he wants to continue to balance, to continue having you in his life. Absolutely, but I see that. Yeah, Three of Cups. There's friends, the friendship card. There's friends coming in to town. There's entertainment. I'm assuming he's going to be entertaining his family's friends. Yes, program manager for an international company. Yeah, he works quite a bit. He's got a pretty intense job. Yeah, he is just taking a step back here, and like I said, it's not a step back from you specifically. I wouldn't be surprised if like people that are also other people that are close to him, like friends, they're not hearing from him either. But yeah, he is going through a transitional period here, and it's good, and he's taking a step back to process it all. Priestess reversed, he has retreated, gone kind of into hermit mode. But it's not specifically away from you by any means. His intentions are to be fair towards you. With this King of Swords, he's not doing anything untowards, or he's not trying to hurt you. It'd be nice if he could have just said to you, hey, that's the only thing is, I wish he could have just said like, hey, I'm going through a whole lot over the next few days. I might not be super present. I might not be very communicative, and I apologize for that. He certainly doesn't want to hurt you. That's a big thing. He doesn't want to hurt you with this Three of Swords right in the center. He wants to be the best guy that he can be towards you. And I feel like he also is taking a step back to reflect on how to be the partner he can be for you. But he's definitely had a positive awakening, and not an awakening like oh, I realized I don't want to be with Rochelle. It's not like that. It's like I have this wonderful woman in my life, and things are new, and I want to make sure that I do this right. I don't know how long ago it's been since he's been in a relationship, or how the last relationship went, but he wants to be he wants to do right by you. And he's not going through depression or anything like that. I'm not sensing depression or sadness. I am sensing overwhelm. And new relationships can and often are very overwhelming, especially if they show promise, which I feel like this really does. The energy is really, really good. Yeah, he definitely sees you as the shining, well, it's not the star, but the sun is a star. He does see you as the shining star that you are, and is not turning away from basking in your radiance. And communication will resume, and should resume very shortly with the Six of Cups, because when he thinks of you, he has very fond thoughts. You bring him a lot of joy, you bring him a lot of excitement and inspiration. So you're definitely not someone who he wants to let go. That's definitely not what's going on here. Yeah, I do feel like he had some, and I guess who hasn't, but he definitely had his losses in love in the past. And it's not that he blames himself for it. It was really a matter of like, it took two to tango with other relationships that failed in his past. And he just doesn't want this to be a failure. He doesn't want to repeat any mistakes, or it wasn't even mistakes. I feel like it was just, he can be negligent sometimes. And I feel like that is that was a problem in other relationships of his. And I hate to say it, but he's as much as he's, as much as I can promise, like I swear, girl, this energy is beautiful. His energy towards you is lovely. It would have been nice if you could have just communicated, like, I just need a few days. And I feel like that's kind of that's kind of been a pattern with him in relationships. And that's what he should really be focusing on right now, is that's, if you want to best man to your woman, then look at your past. He does I don't want to say he's taking advantage of your patience, but he does know that is testing your patience. That bothers me a little bit. I will talk to him about it. Yeah, that would be really, I would really suggest that. I don't think he's trying to take advantage of your good graces or patience, but he is needing a little bit of time and space here, and not a whole lot. We're not talking like months or weeks or anything. Like, I sincerely believe you're going to hear from him within the next day or so. But yeah, and then we've got this Ace of Swords reversed right here at the end. No communique, no talking. He's not using his voice. And that's really the issue here, is he doesn't have, which it looks like he very much does and did need some time to deal with some things. Just, it would be nice if he could just communicate that with you. Like, hey, I still really like you. You mean a lot to me, but I've got a lot going on right now, and I might not be super responsive in terms of communication, but don't worry, it's nothing to do with you. Like I wish he had just said that, because that's really what I'm seeing here is it's got nothing to do with you, nothing at all. Which I love, and that is a huge like whew, okay. So that's good, but yeah, he if he really wants to and he is Four of Swords, and he's really reflecting on himself right now, and where this relation's going, and how he can be the best guy to you. If he really is reflecting on that, he should really think about his communication, because I do think this has been a pattern with him. I could be wrong, but I sincerely do think this is not the first time he's behaved this way in a romantic connection, and he needs to improve upon that. Yeah, you guys have just started dating, and if I had just started dating someone and I didn't hear from them for 4 days, yeah, I would be concerned. Or I would at least expect them, and this actually has happened in the past. I was dating someone and they were going through some stuff, and like some intense stuff, and they said I might not be around too much to talk over the next few days. I got it, and I was actually very appreciative that that they said that. I was still like, damn, like it'd be nice if you still wanted to talk to me while you were like going through stuff, but I also understand like needing that space, especially when things are brand new, which they are between you. And I know I talked to my friends about this morning. I was like, is this abnormal? It is a little peculiar. It is a little peculiar because it's so early in the connection, and just the energy that I'm reading is all positive. I just think that he's got some real issues. That Ace of Swords reversed there. I know if he can't be expressive. Yeah. Like that, and that's that Ace of Swords reverse, is he's not using his voice. He's not communicate that with you, when that would have been very simple for him to do, and it would have brought you peace. I think, in short, it's peculiar. Is it normal? I think it's very normal. I think it's normal for him. I don't think this is the first time he's pulled away and just not said anything. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing. It is. I just feel it's a peculiar trait of his, But I don't think that it's indicative or of anything ending, or a compromised relationship. I don't think it represents that at all. I didn't see it that way of what you said. Wait, and you didn't see it that way of what? Wait, what do you mean by that? You didn't see in what way? Oh, you mean like needing to take a step back? Gotcha. Yeah, that's his normal. Yeah. That's a tough question, asking if something's normal. It's like, well, some things are normal for what's normal for one person is not always for another. But rest assured, it's not you. His normal is like just drop off. Yeah, and that's not cool. If he needs some space, you strike me as the type of woman who would definitely be fine with that. Yeah, it's all about communication. It's all about communication. Absolutely, using your voice and just letting people know where you're at, where you stand. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You want your space too. You get it. I totally get it. Yeah, he just needs to be. I would just put it like, hey, when he does reach out to you, like, hey, like, hope you've been well. I was worried about you because I didn't hear from you. And he'll give you his reason why he has been gone for 4 days, and you'll be okay. I understand. Well, in the future, like I totally respect that. and that's fine, but just in the future, if you could just give me a heads up, that'd be great. And, just being, and both, it goes both ways too. Like if you ever need some space, letting him know, just being transparent with one another, using your voice. But the feelings I get from him towards you are very warm, very, very, very invested in this. But he does have a lot going on too. And that's that Two of Pentacles. He has to balance you into his life. We all have a lot going on. Well, not everyone, but most of us do. And he has to learn how to balance that better. So yeah, and I would say in conclusion, no worries. It has nothing to do with you. And this could be I think this could definitely be a big potential for growth here. Yeah. And learning each other. You're very welcome. So welcome, Rochelle. Thank you, love. I appreciate you as always, always, always. And I hope I brought you some clarity this evening or day or morning, whatever time it is where you are. All right, so Felicia is still not here. We're still waiting on Miss Felicia. So if anybody would like to make a donation, you will likely be next, unless Felicia pops on immediately or before I give the reading. Hopefully she will be here soon. But we will be waiting on her. Oh, okay, I will go check it out. Oh, oh, you guys are so cute. Oh, and the way he's looking at you, or into the camera, he's looking at you. That's so sweet, Rochelle. He's a cutie. You guys are two cuties. Yes, please keep me posted on how things go. I think they're gonna be just fine. Yeah, I see the look in his eyes. He's got the look for you. That's sweet. Feel a lot of potential here. You're very welcome, love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mercedes, for your donation. How are you, love? Good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing great. It's chilly, chilly today, but it's been a lovely day. And you are next, love. Felicia is still not here, so you are next. Please go ahead and post your question there in the chat. Thank you very much. And while you're typing that, I will be right. I'll be 1 second. Thank you. All right, we are back. Billy reached out to me last night unexpectedly, but I didn't respond. What did he want to say? Okay, let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What did Billy want to say to Mercedes last night? Four of Wands. The Hanged Man reversed. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. And Queen of Swords reversed. There's some conflicting messages here, and that could very well be what he was going to convey. So we've got both the Queen of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. I need some clarity on this. One sec. Yeah, with this Queen of Cups reversed, I feel like was trying to make excuses for himself, or wants to make excuses for himself and his poor behavior towards you. I also feel with this Queen of Swords reversed that he wanted to talk about something from either your guys' past or his past that is holding him back. I forget how long it was you guys were seeing each other, but there's something that he hasn't let go of from his past that still is hurting him, and feels resentful about it. And I don't think towards you. I think he has a lot of guards up. I think we talked about that last night. This guy has a lot of guards up. This 10 of Pentacles reversed. Feel like I don't know how many mutual people the two of you know. But it could have even been like one of his, I feel like it's a message that, one of his messages, he had quite a few things I think he wanted to tell you, but one of them was, I think he's been talking about you to friends of his, their opinion is on you and him. And I don't know, I think some of them have mixed opinions, but I think it's mostly they think that you're great for him. However, with this Hangman reverse, he may have these realizations, or have had these realizations that he wants to communicate to you, but in terms of his perspective on you and him, his perspective on romance and relationships, things haven't really changed. I feel like he's treated women the same way his whole life. I don't think he's ever really grown in terms of romantic connections and how to handle those. He certainly did want to express romantic that he still has romantic feelings for you with this Four of Wands. That you bring him a lot of harmony and peace, and you make him feel like he can be a better person. He feels like a better person when he's with you. But everything that I'm seeing here, all the other messages I'm getting, is like he does recognize that he should be a better person, especially for you, if he's going to be with you. I'm also getting the message from Spirit that he's just stuck. Like and I've seen this before. People want to change for someone for the better, and they communicate that, but they don't think about the hows and whys. Think about what it's going to take for them to actually change their ways and improve themselves and be the partner that you need them to be. I don't think he's figured that out at all. Like, the desire is there to be a better man towards you, but I think even he's unsure if he can really step up to the plate there. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like he had quite a few things he wanted to convey to you, that he wanted to say to you. One, he still very much has romantic feelings for you. But I also feel like this Queen of Swords reverse, this Queen of Cups reverse, it's almost like he's making excuses for himself. I feel like he's making excuses for himself, hoping you'd understand, hoping that you would believe that he can change, because he wants to change. And I think but I don't even know if he believes that he can change. Like, the desire is there, but I don't know if he truly believes that he can. I think he feels stuck too, in the way that he operates romantically. I kind of feel like it would have been like, hey, Mercedes, like, I just want to let you know, I still have feelings for you, A, B, C, and D, but here's what's going on with me. This is why I'm like this, and I want to change. I want to improve things, but I'm just not seeing or feeling like he has a set plan, like a game plan here. Kind of, I don't want to call it this, kind of like lip service. Like, I don't want to say that he's just telling you what you want to hear, because I don't think that's his intention. I do think his intention is to be a better man, to you, to change certain behaviors. But like I said, that I just don't see a game plan. I'm not sensing a game plan. So if and when he's reach out to you again, and if and when you do answer his call, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually wrote down what he wanted to say to you. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to touch with you again and tell you the same thing. But just be careful of him making promises, just saying things that sound like they're trying to appease you or please you, things that he might think that you want to hear. I mean, the affection is real. He really does have romantic feelings for you, but he is a flawed person. We all are. We all have our flaws. But these really do affect his relationships. They always have. They still do. They're affecting this one too. And I just don't want him. I hope he's not going to make this. It sounds like he's not making it a pity party. Like, oh, I just can't get it right, and you mean so much to me, and I just want to get this right. But I just don't think he's truly thought it out with this Hangman reversed. Yeah, I have a feeling that if you had picked up the phone last night, it would have been a lot of quite a few things that he wanted to say to you. But I think it was probably wisest that you didn't pick up the phone, or answer his text or whatever the case may be. Because yeah, I keep on getting the message that he's just not going to change. I believe that everyone can change, and people do change. People often say, like, nobody changes. Well, you can't change someone, but people change constantly. People are constantly in flux and changing over time and growing. But that's on him. You know, he's going to have to put in the work and be, you know, the guy that you need in your life, or else he you know, either you keep your boundaries, or you would be displeased or disappointed. If so, in short, if he does reach out to you again, if and when he does, and he does say, because I really do think this is the message you want to say, I would just, you know, be very firm about my boundaries, and like ask him, you know, like, do you actually like, and like, what do you actually intend on doing to put in the work and improve yourself, or at least be a better man to me, be committed, and communicative and consistent. Yeah, that's what I would ask, if I was in your situation. If I picked up the phone, which, like I said, I think it was wise for you not to. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have either. But yeah, no, a lot of messages there. Yeah. Well, thank you very, very much, Mercedes. I appreciate you, and I hope that brought you some clarity. Um, the mystery, the mystery communication last night. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Good to hear. All right, so I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight, and for Felicia. And if Felicia is not here in the next few minutes, then I will read for her next time I go live. Last call for all donations tonight. Last call. If you have a question that needs to be answered, please let me know. I would love to read for you. Last call. Last call. Last call, last call. For any donations tonight or today, wherever you are in the world. Last call, last call. Last call for all donations tonight. Last call, last call, last call. All right. So I am going to call it a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight or today, and wherever you are in the world. And I will likely see you all again